And maybe I was just a little whore, but I do believe I had it right on this one. When people on TikTok are saying no kissing on a first date, no, I completely disagree with you. How about this? Also, no kissing on a first date. Well, sometimes I fucked them on the first date. How about that one, TikTok? How about I let him eat me out on the first date and I married him? No, just kidding. He didn't eat me out. That was like the second time. But
Shut the fuck up. God damn, nigga.
Women will post this shit and then wonder why the entire planet and every major religion has imposed strict social restrictions on their sovereignty since the dawn of time in every place humans have ever lived. Well, on today's episode of Nobody Asked, But You Told Us Anyway, we're going to come back to this Call Her Daddy podcast clip at the end of the video here. But before then, let's take a look at this debauchery that no one asked about.
I went on a date with a guy last night and we had sex, and in the moment, great sex. No, like, had a good time. I genuinely had a good time. And then I was talking to my friend about it tonight, and I'm recounting what happened, and in my head I'm like, that was kind of like really presumptuous of him to like come inside me and whip his phone out and try to record me. And I'm like recounting things and I'm like, it was hot in the moment. That's not good. That's actually like super disrespectful. But I liked it. What does that say about me? I don't know. Would do it again.
What does that say about me? It says that you are a whore. I'm surprised that she even has to ask. Good on her for putting this out there to clearly identify herself as one, but some poor guy will still end up marrying her with all of this baggage. Shameful degeneracy. Fellas, I find it absolutely insane that this chick was just sitting in her house by herself. She pulled out her phone and she just decided to tell everybody on the internet this story, completely unprovoked, for no reason. She didn't have to share this information, but she chose to anyway. It's really unbelievable. Whatever happened to shame, man? We need to bring that back, because the way that these chicks just go out there and just tell these stories, and maybe they're not expecting them to go viral or wind up in a video like this or for like a bunch of people to see them. But it's hard to even lean that direction, because why would they be making the video in the first place? Like, they obviously want people to know this, right? With their faces in it. It makes no sense. Now, for this next video, I had to mute the sound due to copyright, but here's another thing nobody asked for. This is a video where a bunch of women tell you if they like it in the front door only or the front door and the back door. Once again, why? And also, I'm kind of noticing a pattern with everybody in this video for some reason. Like, I don't know if this was a body positivity event or something, but it's not like if you're going to be sharing this information, like anybody wants to imagine you specifically doing any of those activities. You know what I'm getting at? Like, at least if we're going to have whores on the internet, could they at least be attractive? They're just, again, putting their faces in a video where they're literally telling you, hey, I take it in the ass. Now, speaking of your faces, fella, I'm going to tell you something that you should be using on your face right now, which is today's video sponsor, Tiege Hanley, the uncomplicated skincare system for men. Listen, man, if you don't want to wind up with the leftovers, like the chicks that we're reviewing in this video, who are just out there on the internet telling you that they like to take it in the ass, and you want to actually have options, then you need to look the best that you could possibly look, which is why I recommend you at least give the level 1 skincare system a chance with Tiege Hanley. You cannot go wrong. It comes with all of the things that you need to make you look as handsome as possible, right? You got the face wash, the exfoliator, the AM moisturizer with the SPF 20, and the PM moisturizer to repair your face overnight. I've been using the shit for 5 years, and I look the best I've ever looked, all right? Dead ass, like no regrets here whatsoever. If I was single today, I would be a demon out there on those dating apps, all right? We'd be wreaking havoc together. But for you, single young men out there, it's time to take action, man. Stay ahead of aging before it gets you. When the fellas use my link from this video here, you will get 40% off of your first box, plus a free gift worth $20. You just got to use the link below. Guys, you could look the best that you've ever looked in your life while supporting the biggest sponsor of this channel. Click the link right now below to get started. Thank you guys at Tiege for once again sponsoring another video. Now, where were we? Oh yeah.
I had a guy over just to cuddle. Like, I was like, hey, want to come over and only cuddle? And for some reason he agreed to this. I was like, you're getting nothing else. I just want to be held. And I have to say, it was like the best sleepover ever. Because I was tired, like he came over. This was our first time meeting in person. And I was like, yeah, you can sleep over, but nothing's happening. I want you to spoon me. And I slept so well. 10 out of 10 experience. I highly recommend. I don't know how I lived without this. Now I'm gonna need to be spooned every single night.
I really almost want to stop and have a moment of silence for this dude here, okay? This man was summoned by this toxic Hinge 304 to come over and cuddle her overnight. And bro obliged. He said, yes, princess, I'll be right over there. And he went, and he didn't try to do anything. Wow, man, wow. Haven't we learned yet, guys? Haven't you learned after all of the content you've seen about this topic on the internet here and on this channel? I thought we would have smartened up by now, man. No, the fact that there's a dude out there that would do this, absolutely pathetic. It actually makes me sick to my stomach. I'm embarrassed to be a man on this day right now. As for her, guarantee she had her back blown out either the night before or the night after, or not many days in either direction between this happening. Because a chick like this, we know, guys, she's never truly single, okay? Girls with this type of attitude are not single ever, okay? They may not be in a relationship, but they're not single. They're always fucking somebody. Maybe a couple different people, really. I mean, not maybe. Most definitely a couple different people. And this chud was the one to go over and play the big spoon with her while not getting any pussy. It's really unbelievable. Honestly, I hope it's rage bait. It could be rage bait. You never know on the internet now. Everyone wants to get their clicks and views. But even if it is rage bait, this is not out of the realm of something that could actually happen. Remember, ladies, if you're one of like the 3 females watching this is always an option. You could go on Hinge and just set up a burner profile with 1 picture, and you could literally have this happen tonight if you wanted to. As for us dudes, I mean, guys, we could just never picture it being truly that easy. It really must be nice. I wanted to highlight this reply here. It says in quotes, "This was my first time meeting this guy in person," unquote. And he says, Ted Bundy would have loved Gen Z, man. He'd be putting up Chamberlain numbers. Now, for those still around at this point in the video, true goats out there, we looked at a clip of Alex Cooper from Call Her Daddy at the beginning of the video, talking about basically what a whore she is, which is kind of the whole show. Says a lot that that's the largest female podcast in the world, but let's ignore that for a second and let's just go back to the rest of that clip. I would like to add a few comments about this dialogue here.
If you are going to say to yourself in the mirror before you go on that first date, baby, you will not accept a kiss. You will not even accept a hug. What are we doing? What are we doing? Like, you're skipping the most fun and romantic and magical part of having a great date with someone. Like, get in there. Like, if a first kiss feels right, it feels right. The first kiss at the end of the date is seriously what they write movies about and songs and books, okay? And what I dream about, because it's one of the most exciting romantic human experiences that you can possibly have. You do not need to be denying yourself pleasure to prove some arbitrary point, to be like, did you kiss him? And you're like, They're like, good girl, good girl. Get your fucking lips in there. Both, if you want. Let me tell you a story. I've told this story many times. I'll make it quick. Matt and I went in there not knowing who this man is. I'm like, oh, this Hollywood man, movie producer, what's he going to be about? Slowly fell in love first night. I was like, oh my God, I want to fuck this man. Unfortunately, my sister was staying with me in the same hotel room. So like, I probably would have let him upstairs into my legs, but like I didn't because my sister was up there, but I came across like I wasn't willing to give it up on the first date. Whatever. The point is I went to the bathroom, we're leaving, we're going to the car after our full long 2+ hour date, may I add. And he texts me to come to the back of the restaurant to go the back way. And I walk down the long alley and I see him under the little light in the back, and he grabs my face and he pushes me up against the wall in the back of the parking lot, and he starts making out with my face. And I came in my pants. I was like, this is what dreams are made of. I come to LA, I meet this man, he grabs me by the back of my neck, puts his hands on my hips, puts his tongue down my throat, puts me in his car, and is like, where to next? Yeah, fuck me.
I genuinely don't understand how anybody could ever possibly listen to this podcast or find any value in it whatsoever. I mean, it's just terrifying, fellas, okay? The stuff that's being put out, celebrated, encouraged, and it's the highest part of female podcast discourse. Talking about being a whore. I said a couple videos ago, dude, you take a random woman and just put a microphone in front of her, she'll tell you about how she sucks dick and how often she does it. She'll just do it. It will eventually come to that, and every clip I see of this show has something to do with it, at least. Maybe that's just because your algorithm is specifically tailored to you, so it shows you things that are validating too. You know what? Maybe it is. Maybe that could be true. However, with the amount I've seen on it, I don't know if it's just a coincidence like that, and it's no surprise that a presidential candidate went on this show and then lost after. Badly. I mean, come on, what fucking advisor came up with that idea? Well, I don't really listen to podcasts anymore because I just got shit to do in my life, but any male podcast I've listened to, I've never heard derogatory talk like this ever, okay? Sometimes it could go in that direction, but usually there's a bunch of other stuff involved. However, on this show, this is all I ever hear about. So, congratulations for making this the #1 female podcast. It's a good representation of the year 2026 for all. Anyway, fellas, that is enough goddamn motherfucking internet for one day. Man, that was a lot to take in, a lot to unpack, a lot of things that just simply nobody asked for, okay? We could have gone the whole rest of our lives without hearing this stuff, but these chicks just whip out their phones and tell us anyway. Terrifying, truly, right? This is like a father's worst nightmare, man. If I had a daughter, I'd be shaking in my boots right now. Thinking about what could be coming. Anyway, you fellas, let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. I'm sure you guys are going to have so much to say about all this, and I look forward to reading your comments as always. If you enjoyed the video or were absolutely horrified by it and lost brain cells, then do not forget to leave a thumbs up and subscribe for more awesome, amazing videos just like this. Turn on your goddamn notifications so that you can be a part of the buzz every single time a new video goes live. Special thank you to my channel members as always for your extra support. You guys are, in fact, the true MVPs, and I could not be doing this without you. Check out Defy merch down below. Follow me on Twitter, Twitch, and my second channel. Links to everything is in the description, and don't forget to check out today's video sponsor, Tej Hanley, in the description and pinned comment down below. And I will see you dudes in the next video. Love you, bye. Stay safe, fellas. For real.